So, quick channel update. I'm going to try to keep this under 10 minutes, hence no makeup, like not scripted or anything. I'm just trying to go off the cuff outside, like, I don't know how many videos I've just erased after making this, but that's a digression. So yeah, I'm just going to talk about some of the stuff that's going on with like the new year with this channel and other related stuff I'm working on. So the first, probably most important thing to address is I have changed the channel name. Figured just go ahead and do that while it's like still pretty new. I haven't been really doing this for more than a year outside like 1 or 2 really old videos. So I changed it from Lustration Links to Zazie Moondust because for one, I want to like have like a universal name I can use across different stuff I'm working on. And for another, Lustration Links has like some like big obscure words in it. It's not easy to remember to know how to spell or any of that. So it just makes things like a little bit simpler. It also kind of ties into like the bigger announcements that I've kind of got, which is that I'm starting this year, I'm going to be like doing some DJing, mostly in real life stuff. I might do some like practice on Twitch or maybe do the occasional Twitch thing, but I want to like focus like on IRL events, especially since I don't really think I'm that great of a DJ. I've actually just started learning. So like I recently got the controller last week. So far it's been going good. And definitely by the time like my first scheduled gig, I should definitely have it down. And I'm actually pretty excited for it too, because that first gig, I'm not going to talk about it yet because it's not officially announced. But it's going to be kind of exciting, and I'm excited for that. Also, I'm like been trying to like expand my social media presence a little bit, so I've had the Facebook like page for a while. I have not been doing anything with it. I'm gonna try to like keep it updated, and it'll be Zazie Moondust, just like the name. Mostly, it's also important to get it updated. So if I'm gonna be doing like a lot of local stuff, local events typically are on Facebook. Having something linkable people can click on is helpful. Also been a lot more on Instagram. I know that's kind of popular as well, especially with younger people who don't maybe use Facebook that much. And Instagram isn't really like full of a lot of super important stuff. I haven't really figured out how I can use it to like tie it into my YouTube, so it's mostly just like cat pics and like food and memes and stuff. But if you're interested in following, it's there as well. And I do post a little bit about local events there too, if you're like local to the Baltimore, DC area. Guess now I'm gonna like talk a little bit about, I guess, how the current past year has went with the channel, where I'd like to go forward with it. So looking at like the videos I made so far, I'm actually kind of surprised about what did well and what didn't. I expected the tier list video to do a little bit better than it did, but I also didn't expect so many people to be interested in like the CD collection video. So I'm definitely what I'm kind of like taking from this is the problem with the tier list video, and it does seem like some people did like it. I got some good feedback on it, but it seems really like asking a little bit much first, because not everyone knows all the Christian Death albums, so if you haven't really heard them, it can be kind of hard to like pick up on any of it. So I don't want to like do a lot of stuff that requires you to have like deep knowledge of music to like enjoy. So I'm probably not going to do too many other tier list videos unless it's something really basic or something that's really interesting. And I've noticed with the CD thing, I feel like a lot of it probably is, I put in a lot of like personal stories with it. I know some of the other like YouTube channels that seem to have like a crossover with mine definitely are a little bit more story focused. I don't know really how much I'm able to like talk about with stories, because a lot of times it involves other people, and I don't want to like talk about stuff that involves other people without their permission. We'll see how that goes. But I have noticed 2 other things that seem to be pretty well received, and that's people tend to like nostalgia, I think, with like the old goth websites video back in the day. That's been my like most popular video so far. And they also like intro friendly content, so I'm gonna like try and definitely make sure my content's like accessible for people who might not be experts on stuff, but still interesting enough that it's not just boring 101 stuff for people who does know more about goth or industrial music. Definitely another goal I also want to like do is try to like have some guests on. I don't really want to like have like YouTube or web famous guests on too much, because I feel like that becomes kind of like a circular reference pool. Doesn't really like bring you too many outside perspectives. So I'm like trying to see, it might be interesting to have like some people who run local events, or not even just local to where exactly I am, but like East Coast in general, because I feel like everything on the East Coast is so close. You can just take a bus. I can take a bus to go to an event in New York if I want. Day trip to New York isn't bad. But, sorry, catch my bearings for a sec. So yeah, people who might spin stuff, smaller bands that are local, people who like do interesting art, or people who like just want to like talk about stuff that are local. Because like a lot of what I've learned, it's been from just like hanging around talking to people in my local scene, or people from like other places, and they have like all sorts of interesting stories, and they might have something interesting they want to put on the video, and I kind of want to make this more like a community feeling thing. I feel like that's what's really most important and valuable here. Like I've pretty much made up like a joke catchphrase, but because you see all these videos all like, what is goth or whatever, and I'm just saying the true meaning of goth is the friends you made along the way. It's like kind of like a dumb joke, like based off like something you've like seen repeated in memes a lot, but I feel like it does kind of hold true. A lot of it's about the people, and also a lot of it's about just like creativity too. So I might do some more stuff about stuff I find is either creatively inspiring or might like help with like creating stuff or whatever. Like I do music, sort of. Like I could do some videos on, some really intro videos on creating goth music if people are interested. And definitely I want to like do more videos that are just like encouraging people to get out, be creative. Some of the videos I've been like toying with include a video like on the local DC and Baltimore scenes, give people information. I know not everyone's from this area, but it's, at least I think it's interesting learning about how things are in like other places. Probably gonna do one that I feel like might be a little bit controversial but needs to be said, which is talking about like the modern like internet goth community's impact on things. And I'm gonna be kind of honest, I don't think it's always like the most positive impact, but hopefully like I'm gonna try and phrase it in like a good way. Hopefully it won't be like too problem causing. Like I don't want to like talk down on anyone. I'm just trying to like put a positive message in things, saying don't just rely on the internet too much for stuff. Like get out there and do stuff, because that's again what I want to encourage. One of the things that really got me into like the goth YouTube to begin with was actually when I was like finding videos, people talking about stuff like how it is, talking about going to clubs, how it is in their local scene, stories and stuff. And I feel like that's kind of like died down pretty quick as it quickly turned back into like mostly internet centric topics, like the constant, oh, what is a goth or whatever, or is this really goth? And I don't really want to like make videos about that. I don't think it's really interesting. It's been done to death. I want to do stuff that like again excites people a little bit. I know I'm like probably sounding like a little bit repetitive. Thinking of also definitely doing, since people liked the internet back in the day, I might just do like a general back in the 2000s versus now or whatever kind of comparison video. I think that could be interesting. Also, another thing I'm definitely like thinking about possibly doing is I don't want to just be restricted to like goth stuff. Definitely want to cover a little bit more industrial too, since there's a lot of overlap, but also like other music, maybe like other stuff I think is interesting as well. If people are interested, I could do videos on like other music. So yeah, if you have any like feedback, what you want to see, what you don't want to see, feel free to leave a comment. I definitely want to like take people's feedback into this, because although I'm mostly doing this for me and I mostly like want to like not just chase clicks or whatever, I do at least want to have stuff that people do enjoy and like people find valuable, and not just like manufacture and churn out quick videos that people will watch and then forget about in like a month or so. So yeah, that's partially also why I don't like do these videos too much. I want to, one, make sure I've got something good, and two, also I just got a lot going on. This isn't going to be like my full-time thing ever. So last year my goal was a video every month. I've pretty much given up on trying to do a video every month, but I'm going to try and do videos when I can, and like supplement it with like other stuff too. So hopefully like I'll be able to like contribute more to the community, both online and in person, through like a bunch of different things. Anyway, just kind of reiterate, if you want to follow me on social media, you can do so by just looking up Zazie Moondust. I definitely, again, appreciate any like feedback people want to leave in comments. You can like or dislike the video. I don't care. I think YouTube's removing dislikes, but I don't... Okay, I'm getting a little off topic here. So anyway, I'm probably going to like log off now. And hopefully I will see you in the next video, which hopefully will be not too long from now.